Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to my new shiny toy. Yes, that's right, I'm 44 and I'm having a midlife crisis, and seeing how I can't afford a mistress or a motorbike, the next best thing is me leaning into my hipster roots and getting a single speed. Yes, hipster roots. I occasionally wear a flat cap, I have a pair of brown boots, I do own a plaid shirt, and I do know the difference between an espresso macchiato and a cortado. So let's get into the details, shall we? Okay, so as quite a lot of you know, that this channel started out with me doing a bike challenge, a pub bike challenge. What's a pub bike, you might be asking? Well, that's very simply a bike you don't mind leaving outside a pub unlocked. Normally, it's a completely knackered old bike. And well, I had one of those. In fact, I had two of those. And well, I left them out to the elements and they need to, well, one was thrown in a skip recently because it was just too badly and too far gone. So this, what's this? Well, this happens to be quite possibly the cheapest bike or bike shaped object or adult bike you can buy in the UK today as of the time of filming. What is it? It is the ELOPS Speed 500. And what is it? Well, it is a single speed bike that you can get from my good friends at Decathlon. No, I did not get this from Decathlon as a sponsor. No, I did not get this using Christmas vouchers or birthday gift cards. This was the cheapest bike I could buy, brand new, at, wait for it, £149.99. Insert clip of the receipt. Now, what do you get for £149.99? Well, I'm going to be very, very honest with you, and it's going to be very obvious, not a lot. You obviously only get one gear. You get caliper rim brakes. You get a light, and you get another light, and you get a bell. That is pretty much the entirety of the bike. Congratulations, I've just done the review. So I think it's about time that we give it a ride, don't you? Let's see what it's like actually riding it, and I'll go into a bit more details of why I've got this and what I plan to do with it. Why have I bought this? That's kind of difficult. First up, as 5 of you may remember, the original 5, I started this channel doing the pub bike challenge, which I mentioned. Again, the pub bike challenge was very, very simple. During COVID, petrol went insanely expensive, and basically a tank of petrol cost 100 quid and you get to do about 400 miles. So the pub bike challenge was to replace 100 miles worth of commuting and odds and sods running around, going and getting groceries, etc. All that was to be replaced by a bike which cost less than £100, including fixing it up. And I achieved that. It was very, very boring. But the thing is, I also got fitter. My VO2 max has never been so good. Literally. Since then, my VO2 max has gone through the floor. So I thought, you know what? I need to start commuting again. It's nice and sunny. Perfect opportunity for me to go get a bike and, well, commute more on the bike. Now, obviously I'm not going to do super commutes all the way down to effectively Crewe, and on this bike, on a single speed, that would be absolutely ludicrous and probably a bit dangerous. This is just going to be like a pub bike for mooching around to the shops and stuff, and I love it already. Yeah, so why, when, how, what? So what's the bike like to ride? Well, the bike is very, very simple. There is nothing to really do. There's no gears to change. I keep on catching myself trying to shift gears, which is hilarious. Bear with me a second. It can handle light gravel, as I'm currently doing what Nick Vieri would probably term London gravel. But yeah, it's obviously because of because of only having one gear, hills are not easy. Downhills are very easy. The bike is insanely efficient. as I damn near wobble off the bike trying to get through a gate, one-handed, whilst holding a GoPro. Downsides, apart from being very, very windy here in North Cheshire, downsides are limited to the bell. Now, the bell has a problem. When you ride without your finger on it, and you go over any kind of undulation or pothole, it rings. I don't know if you could hear that, but it basically rings all the time, so you have to sit with your thumb on it. Is that a genuine problem? Not really, but I'm going to change it anyway. It was free. You can get a better one off Amazon for £2.99, one that I normally use on my other bikes, so I'll probably be swapping that out. I thought I'd cross the road and come into a field. So, yeah. Is it quick? No. It's limited by its gearing, obviously. Hills are slow and painful, but it is going to make me fitter. And at the end of the day, that's all it needs to do. And hopefully, because Decathlon products have helped me ride across the country, they've helped me commute, and they've been faultlessly reliable, I'm hoping that this is just as robust. And there's nothing on it to go wrong. There's no cables to go out of tension, there's no, well, apart from brakes, the wheels could go out of true, I suppose, but that's about it. There is nothing else to go wrong. The chain looks like something off the Titanic. It looks about as beefy as, looks damn near Victorian in its heavyweight robustness. So yeah, that's the bike. And I've been toying with the idea of going back and doing another pub bike challenge. I really hope you can hear me over this wind noise. What would a pub bike challenge be this time? Well, due to inflation, I challenge any YouTube cycle creator to buy a brand new bike and commute on it for 500 miles. Yeah, we'll knock it up to 500 miles. To 500 miles of bike, including prep and maintenance, for a bike that costs less than £200 all in, and I'm fairly certain I can win. Because yeah, well, it's just, there isn't anything to go wrong. Has to be a brand new bike. You're not allowed to do any sponsorships. You're not allowed to get your local mate down the local bike store to sell you an absolute minter, but which would be 500 quid, but to you it's 100 quid. That's bullshit. It has to be commercially available for less than 200 quid, and all your maintenance for less than 200 quid. That's the challenge. See, I'm out of breath already. This is how unfit I am. Anyway, see what you think. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of the challenge? Are you going to join in? See you soon. Bye. Hello everybody. Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to okay. Hello everybody, and welcome back. Welcome back to a new feature. This is going to be this. You can't see this. I need to bring this closer. Hello everybody, and welcome back to my new shiny toy.